Tony Khan's latest comments have stirred up frustration among AEW fans, and rightfully so. This isn't coming from someone who wants to tear the company down. I'm someone who genuinely wants AEW to succeed. I've been a supporter from day one, following every step of its journey since its launch was announced. I've bought tickets, covered events, and consistently rooted for the promotion to thrive. But the way things are being handled right now, particularly Tony Khan's approach to booking and match announcements, feels completely misguided and even a bit disrespectful to the fans who keep the company afloat. Over the past few years, AEW has experienced a roller coaster ride in terms of momentum and popularity. There have been massive highs and equally concerning lows. We've watched Dynamite's viewership steadily decline, sometimes even struggling to cross the 600,000 viewer threshold. Sure, some will argue that their deal with HBO Max changes everything, but let's not kid ourselves, those numbers on Max aren't making up for what's being lost on traditional TV. The ratings aren't the only area of concern either. Attendance has taken a major hit, to the point that AEW has shifted to doing residencies and booking smaller venues. While that move makes sense from a production and atmosphere standpoint, let's not pretend it's some grand strategy born out of success. It's a response to a very real and visible decline. And here's the twist, AEW has actually improved in some key areas recently. Creatively, things are starting to turn around. We just saw one of the best wrestling shows of the year, all in Texas. It was a fantastic event that reminded everyone of AEW's potential. It was a major win for the company. So yes, there are bright spots. But then Tony Khan jumps on social media this week and essentially doubles down on one of the most baffling parts of AEW's approach. In a video posted on X, formerly Twitter, Khan spoke for about 7 minutes, discussing various topics like the Chicago residency and other general updates. But the part that really stood out was his explanation about his booking strategy. He defended the practice of making match announcements on the day of the show, claiming it helps generate buzz and engagement for that night's episode. His reasoning? That same-day announcements hook fans in, drive social media discussion, and ultimately lead to stronger audience investment. Now, in theory, that might sound reasonable, but in execution, it's part of the very problem that's hurting AEW's growth. Khan is leaning too hard into short-term social media engagement rather than long-term audience building. He argued that last-minute announcements get the most clicks and comments online, which might be true on a superficial level, but that approach completely ignores decades of successful wrestling promotion strategy. Historically, wrestling promotions like WWE and even earlier territories would promote major matches and appearances well in advance. Why? Because fans need a reason to buy tickets, especially when a promotion announces it's coming to a specific town. You can't just say, AEW's coming to Tulsa, and expect people to blindly shell out money without knowing who or what they're going to see. Will Jon Moxley be there? Will Swerve Strickland show up? Is Adam Copeland making an appearance? Fans want answers. Without them, there's no incentive to show up or even tune in. Khan's belief that engagement justifies this method is missing the forest for the trees. Engagement is great, but it should be a byproduct of good programming, not the primary objective. And what kind of engagement are we really talking about? Social media likes and retweets? That's not going to translate into higher TV ratings or ticket sales, which is where the real money lies. AEW's biggest revenue stream is its media rights deal with Warner Bros. Discovery. That's where the serious money comes from, not tweets and Instagram posts. Live events also matter financially, but you can't drive attendance without giving people a reason to show up. It's infuriating to hear Khan talk about social media engagement like it's the holy grail when his focus should be on something much simpler and more effective. Tell fans what they can expect. It's really that simple. Wrestling thrives on anticipation. You watch a great episode this week, and you're told what's in store next week. That creates momentum. That builds trust. It keeps people tuning in. AEW needs to do a better job of ending every Dynamite with a preview of the next week's show, a voiceover, a promo, a simple graphic, whatever it takes to say, here's what's happening next week. Instead, we're left refreshing Twitter on Wednesday afternoon, hoping to find out what the card looks like. That's not a sustainable model. People have lives. Not everyone can or wants to be glued to social media every day. Many viewers simply want to watch their favorite wrestling show at the scheduled time, and they want to know what's on tap ahead of time. That's especially true for the more casual fans, the very group AEW should be trying to grow. Right now, about 60% of AEW's audience consists of hardcore fans who will watch no matter what. They follow the news sites. They're active on social media, They tune into every show regardless of the time slot. That's great, but that's not enough. AEW has to find a way to attract and retain the remaining 40% and hopefully grow that group. And the key to doing that is not engagement. It's consistency. It's planning. It's giving your audience a reason to keep showing up. Think about it: if you run a business, and a customer is walking out the door after a great experience, do you just let them leave and hope they come back? Or do you say, "Hey, thanks for coming, next week we've got something special planned, you don't want to miss it"? That's how you build a loyal audience. AEW has to start thinking that way. But Tony Khan doesn't seem to get that. Instead, he's asking fans to constantly check social media, to stay plugged in just in case there's a last-minute update. That's exhausting, and frankly, it's lazy promotion. You can't rely on Twitter to do the heavy lifting for you. You can't expect fans to chase you down to figure out what's going on with your product. You have to put the information directly in front of them on the show, on your website, during commercial breaks, wherever necessary. Another missed opportunity is the lack of exclusive matches for live audiences. AEW should be rewarding ticket buyers by promising something special they can't see anywhere else. Imagine announcing that after the cameras go off, there will be an untelevised dream match, something for the live crowd only. That's an incentive. That gets people in the building. Instead, fans are often left guessing. And guess what? Most people aren't going to gamble their money and time on a mystery. It's even more baffling because AEW has the talent to deliver on these kinds of promotions. You've got big stars like Swerve Strickland, Will Ospreay, Moxley, and so many others. Use them to build anticipation. Announce their appearances ahead of time. Tell fans when and where they'll be. This isn't complicated, it's basic marketing. AEW is still relatively young compared to WWE, but that's not an excuse to keep making rookie mistakes. Tony Khan has access to some of the brightest minds in the business, and yet he continues to push a strategy that's more about chasing clout than building a stable product. Wrestling fans are some of the most loyal and passionate supporters in entertainment. They'll follow you to the ends of the earth, but only if you give them a reason to believe you're taking them somewhere worth going. Right now, AEW's lack of foresight is pushing away fans who should be part of its long-term foundation. Viewership is slipping. Attendance is down. The warning signs are there. And while the quality of the product has improved recently, the marketing and promotion strategies haven't caught up. That's a problem. The solution isn't some complicated overhaul. It starts with respecting your audience enough to keep them informed, excited, and engaged in the right ways, not through Twitter gimmicks, but through clear, reliable communication. That means announcing cards ahead of time. That means previewing what's to come. That means treating your fans like they matter. Because they do. And if Tony Khan doesn't adjust his approach soon, AEW risks alienating the very people who've supported it since day one. We want AEW to grow. We want AEW to thrive. But that won't happen until the company starts valuing stability over surprise, and long-term loyalty over last-minute engagement. It's time to stop chasing the algorithm and start serving the audience.